Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this quick, strong 20-minute upper body and core bar workout. In today's quick, strong 20-minute upper body and core bar workout, we need a couple pieces of equipment. So first, I would say a soft surface or a mat. I obviously have a yoga mat here because we're gonna be doing some planking on our hands and our knees, and we're also gonna be laying on our back a little bit later on. And then also you want a set of hand weights, light. Go light with this hand weight set. So I have 1 kilo. If you're using kilos, 0.5 to 1.5. If you're using pounds, 1 to 3 pounds like usual. And I have water as well. So grab some water if you want. We're gonna go ahead and start with nothing. And we're just gonna roll the shoulders back. Here we go. Just gonna start with a little mobilization. Mobilization, up, back and down. Nice, and whenever I'm doing these shoulder rolls, I like to imagine like I have 2 clocks next to me and I'm trying to trace the clock, so hitting every hour with each of my shoulders. Good, and now reverse the circle. Perfect. Now, you're gonna take your left arm and you're just gonna give me a nice lift of the arm, flip the palm out, and then drop. So thumb up, flip, thumb down, up, and switch. Good. Just a couple more like that, just getting a little bit more mobility in the shoulder before we work it. And we'll do the other side. And I like to do just one side because that helps me kind of isolate the movement. I can really focus on the one shoulder at a time and kind of notice the discrepancy maybe between the mobility of my 2 different arms, 2 different shoulders. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And now we're just gonna flap it out. So flap those arms, moving freely, just trying to loosen up the upper body a little bit. Perfect. Now go ahead and release the flap. You're gonna soften your knees, send your butt back, chest forward into a hinge position. Once you're in that flat back hinge, I want you to really reach your tailbone up and away from the backs of your thighs, heart forward, and keep those flaps going. You're gonna see this hinge a little bit later in class, so I want you to know it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and come up to stand. All right, let's go and stand on one side of the mat here. We're gonna go for a roll down, growing super tall from the crown of the head to the ceiling, rooting your heels into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest and roll down. I promise taking that extra time to warm up, mobilize is gonna be good for us in the long run. Make the workout feel better overall. At the bottom, you can shake your head yes and no, in like a maybe kind of motion. One more inhale here. And then exhale, let's walk out and find our first plank of the day. There we go. All right, we are in our plank position. Shoulders are over your wrists here. Fan your fingers wide. Soften your elbows slightly and wrap the pointy parts of your elbows back towards your hips so that we can have a really nice open shoulder. Good, draw your abdominals away from the floor and press your heels back, crown of the head forward, getting super long and tall in your plank. Keep holding your plank. Walk your legs a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna go for a triple shoulder tap to hold. So what that means is you're gonna tap opposite hand to opposite shoulder 3 times and then hold on the 3rd tap. All right, here we go. You can drop your knees if you prefer. We go, tap, 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 hold. We go, tap, 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 hold. Tap, 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 hold. You can drop the knees, tap. Having the knees dropped is gonna help you stabilize a little bit more. So if you're noticing a lot of wiggling in your hips, maybe taking the knees down is a better option, and you're still gonna feel it in your shoulders, you're still gonna feel it in your abdominals. Perfect. If you go off the beat, no worries. Tap, 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 hold. We're gonna do one more, like this. Good, and now just give me shoulder taps without that hold. Press your fingertips into the mat like you're palming a basketball. Last 8, we're gonna drop the knees in 6, 4, 3, 2, last tap. Now, drop your knees. You can keep your toes tucked or untuck them if you prefer. We're gonna go for a push-up And I want you to take your elbows out on about a 45-degree angle. Think of the capital letter A. You drop your chest, and then you're gonna push back up into that kneeling plank. We're gonna do 3 counts down. 1, 2, 3, lift. Down, 2, 3, lift. Inhale, exhale. And you're going as deeply as you can without arching your back, right? The hips aren't leading the way, without dropping your head. The nose doesn't lead the way. It's really that chest that would hit the mat before anything else. Down. Good, and I'm struggling, I'm shaking. I hope you are as well. Last 2. Last 1. And push back. Very nice start here. You can roll those shoulders back and away from your ears. Whew. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our hand weights and we'll go for a high lunge. So we're gonna have the weights in the right hand. You're gonna step your left foot forward, left knee over ankle, tuck your back toes under, and now shift your weight into that front leg. Your back leg should be long, and you're really tilting the torso forward. This is that hinge position that we saw earlier with a slightly different leg. Extend your right arm long. You're gonna give me 1 row, and then 1 straight arm pull back. Whoop. 1 row, 1 pull back. Row, pull back. Row, pull back. Nice. So what we're doing here is we're working the back of the arm, the back of the shoulder, and your back body in general, which is having to turn on in this hinge position. Your abdominals are also gathered together away from your front thigh, so working those abs in the hinge. 1 row, 1 pull back. Good, now I'm happy with this tempo, but you can go faster if you prefer. And if you go faster, it would look like this. You would do 1 pull, back, row, lift. Maybe if you're using lighter weights than me, you wanna keep that quicker tempo. I liked my slow tempo because I felt like I had more control, so I'm gonna stay there. Get a little bit taller off that back foot if you can. Last 5, we're gonna hold the arm long. 4, 3, 2, hold the arm long, give me tiny pulses up. Good, palm in, arm straight. You got this, keep holding, holding. Chin off your chest, beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're gonna bend your right elbow and tap your right toes in, just freeze here. Shoulders back and down, sink your butt a little bit more back. We're gonna keep that elbow as high as possible. You're gonna straighten the arm, extend the leg back, and then tap in. Back, in, back, in. Now I add in these leg movements just to keep things interesting. But of course, I'm sure you feel your glute on the left side, right? You feel your butt. That's good. But it's extra, so if you don't want that, just stay in. You're still gonna feel your legs and your glutes a little bit here, but less so than if you go for that single option, right? Yeah. Whew, 8 more, 8. Perfect, draw those shoulder blades together. Heart is lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Second set of those pulses. Good. Ooh, baby. You feeling those arms? I'm feeling them. Or really, I'm feeling arm. Feel my right arm, my left arm's chilling. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and turn to face me. Legs are gonna be wider than hip width apart here. Heels in, toes out. Reach your arms forward with the palms facing the sky. You're gonna give me a bicep curl. Curl, lengthen. Resisting the air, or resisting gravity, I should say, on the in and the out. So we are using our muscles to create additional tension even more tension than what's being generated by the weights themselves. Whew. Okay, we got those arms down. We're gonna add a leg option. Down, up, down, up. Perfect. All right, how are we doing? Feeling good? Shoulders are working here. Biceps are working. Again, the leg option is totally optional. I enjoy it because it helps distract me from my upper body. But if you're not keen, just get rid of it. Go back to this. This is good. We love it. Down. Down. Nice. All right, we're gonna hold it at the bottom. Are you ready? In 8, 6, get ready to hold it down. 4, 3, 2, hold it down. And now reach your arms 3/4 of the way long. You're gonna reach left arm, right arm. As you reach, I'm adding a heel raise, same arm as heel. Reach, reach, good. 8 more just like this. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now hold both of your heels up. You can, I promise. And now give me both arm reaches. Nice. We're gonna turn to face the other direction. In 8, get a little lower if you can. Push your knees back more, yes. 4, 3, 2, and stand up. All right, both of my weights are gonna go on my left hand. I'm gonna take a quick sip, and then we'll do the second side. All right, turning around now. Your right leg is forward. That's never happened before. Your left leg is back. Get up super high on your left tippy toes, and now hinge the torso forward. You're gonna grab your weight safely, securely, and then we do 1 pull, 1 lift. Pull, lift. So perhaps you can guess where we're gonna go next. We're gonna follow that exact same chain of exercises. And then we'll come down to the mat. Good, pull, lift, perfect. Now, for those of you who are enjoying this tempo, I want you to stay. For those of you who feel like you can maintain this control at a quicker tempo, we're gonna find that together briefly. So it's back, in, back, in, back, in, back, in. Perfect. Nice, I'm gonna go back to that slower tempo because I felt better. Lean forward a little more if you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Draw your abdominals in. I think I just did 2 rows, that's okay. Sometimes we get the sequence wrong, no big deal. Nice. Perfect, you're looking great. You're looking strong. Working those upper bodies. We're gonna hold that left arm long. In 8, in 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it long and pulse it up. The straighter the arm, the harder it's gonna be for your tricep. The longer the arm, the better. Up. We're gonna bend the elbow and we're gonna tap the left toes in 8, in 6, in 4, 3, 2. Tap your left toes in, bend your elbow. Good. Roll those shoulders back and down, sink your hips a little bit lower. You're gonna pull your elbow as high as you can. Tap out, extend, bend, pull. Out, in. Now remember, this lower body component is optional. You can stay just like this. Good, get a little lower if you can. Nice. Good, and I want you to think about your butt here for just a second. Try to make your butt pointy. So you're stretching your tailbone away from the backs of your thighs instead of tucking your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs. I don't want you to be gripping your glutes. You want to let the glutes stretch here. In, out. We're going to hold the arm long, leg back, in 8, in 6, In 4, 3, 2, leg long, arm back, pulse it up. Woo. Last 8, last 6, 4, 3, 2, turn towards me. Good, one weight in each hand, widen those legs. This time thumbs are gonna come up. We're gonna go directly into that bend and extend of the knees. Down, down. Good. All right, so we're getting those biceps, those shoulders one last time. And then we're gonna finish on the mat with some abs. Your abs have been on the whole time. Remember that plank? Yeah. So it's not like we haven't been working the core, but we're gonna go a little bit more concentrated. 4, 3, 2, hold it down, and now you're gonna go 1 curl as you lift the heel. So in the first time we did reaches, now we're doing those extra curls. Draw your abdominals in. Trying to remind myself to use more abs. Curl. Get a little lower, yes, you can. We're gonna hold both heels up. In 8, in 6. Last 4, 3, 2, hold both heels up, tiny curl, curl, curl. I'm squeezing my weights, and I'm really squeezing my biceps. 8 counts, then we lower. 8, lower, 6, lower, 4, 3, 2, and stand. Go ahead and drop your weights off to the side, and we're gonna lower onto our backs. All right, laying down, take your hands behind your head here. Elbows are wide, but you can still see them in your peripheral view. And I want you to imprint your lower back into the mat. So that means tucking your tailbone so that your pubic bone is rounding up towards your face. We're gonna crunch for 3. Up, 2, 3, down on 1. Lift, 2, 3, down. Exhale, keep exhaling, inhale to lower. Nice. Now you can stay here, or if you want more intensity, lift the legs into a tabletop position. If you lifted the legs and all of a sudden here, you started to see more of a bulging forward, I want you to drop your legs back down, because this is where you're at, and this is where you're actually gonna be working harder, okay? So only if you're able to maintain that kind of cinched in sensation or a spreading across sensation of the abdominals do I want you to keep your knees in that tabletop position. Good. We love a loud exhale here. Yes. We're gonna hold it up in 5, in 4, last 3, 2, hold it up and just give me tiny pulses. Forward, forward. Every time you pulse, I want you to exhale. Shh, shh, shh. Tiny breath in as you go back, and an exhale with some force. Shh, shh, shh. You see my exhale has volume, my inhale has no volume. Shh, shh, shh. Final 8, final 6, final 4, 3, 2. Now, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. We're gonna take our arms to the side now with the palms facing up, and you're gonna do 3 toe taps. So you go 1, 2, 3, crunch. 1, 2, 3, hold, lift. 1, 2, 3, hold, lift. You got it. All right, now, if you are somebody who has a lot of neck tension, and lifting your head like this, you're getting like only neck, and your abs are basically not firing. But I want you to take your hands behind your head. Be sure that your neck is still active, right? We're not just letting the hands do everything. I'm gonna take my hands down. Good. 1, 2, 3, crunch. All right, just a couple more like this, and then we're gonna do our big finish. We'll take those hands behind the head. We're all gonna lift the chest in 8. Last 6, 4, 3, 2, Everybody lift the chest, hands behind the head, and now we're just gonna switch those legs. Switch and switch, switch, switch. Good, drop that belly button down, add a twist. Twist, 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 twist. This is it. You got 8. Twist, nice. 7, get your shoulder blades off the mat. You can, you will. Final 4. Final 3. Last 2. And release. Ooh. Oh, I feel my abs. I felt my arms, certainly. I don't feel them now because they got a little bit of a break here. You can go ahead and rock and roll yourself up to a seated position, and we'll just stretch out the upper body a tad bit. Cross your left arm across your chest, hook your right arm under. Plug that left shoulder down in its socket. Whew. Nice job, everybody. That was nice. We weren't on the floor that much for those abs, but I hope you felt them. I definitely felt them. Switching sides. All right, and then because we did some planking, let's stretch out the chest. Interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Gaze goes up. Final little stretching moment here together. You can close your eyes. We're gonna finish with 3 deep inhales. Keep your hands interlaced behind you. Inhale into the chest, into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, let it go. 2 more like that. Inhaling into the chest, the belly, the sides, and the backs of the ribs. Exhale, let it go. Good, take your hands to your thighs. 1 more deep inhale, filling up the whole room with your air here. You can flutter open your eyes and give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me for that quick bar workout. I hope that you felt your arms, you felt your abs. I know I did. And if you're wanting to feel your arms, feel your abs even more, then I'll go ahead and link you to my upper body playlist. We have some exercises or some workouts with weights, some without, depending on your flavor. And then we also have my abs playlist, which I'll link you to if you want to continue to work your center. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you on the mat next time. Bye-bye.